Hey, great Thursday evening. It is a beautiful evening in the city of Brownsville. And guys, everyone needs to stay safe. We might be having a lot of water coming our way, a lot of bad weather. I'm trying to come out of my little screen thing here. A lot of bad weather coming our way. So, guys, please take care. Take precaution. Deja para la luz. Take care. Take precaution. As of 2 hours ago, it looks that this storm is going to hit the city of Brownsville. So again, we'll probably know more later on tonight. I will be posting as soon as we have some more information. Thank you. We will talk about the forum in a little bit, guys. Please wait to wait to wait till about the forum. But so guys, please be safe. Please take care of each other. Again, the storm is coming our way. Storm is coming our way. So let's make sure that we're taking care of each other. And let's say hi before Frankie and Carlos come on tonight. Hello, you were awesome. Thank you. Good evening, Leah. Hello, mi amor. Tomorrow I have your shirts. Buenas noches, jóvenes. Buenas noches, Jesús Becky. Todavía no llegan los otros chavitos. Erasmo, you're the man. Preach. Guys, come on. And let's... We'll talk about the forum in a little bit. Hello, Kimberly. You were awesome tonight. Let me tell you guys. Hey, Erasmo, thank you so much. Thank you, Manny. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. Thank you, guys. Tremenda, fabulosa presentación. Orfa, es que nosotros que somos de la pora, we kick it good. And thank you. And we'll talk about the forum, guys. Good evening. Congratulations on the forum. It was epic. It was amazing. What's up, brother? Good evening, my man. God bless. You mopped the floor with that person. Poor girl. She was on the verge of tears. Guys, why anyone would run against Erasmo Castro for a position at the district or at the city boggles my mind. And I'm sorry, it's just truth. Guys, you cannot buy an election. They may want to try. Cannot buy an election. You can also not disprove the facts and the truth. You kicked butt at the forum, my friend. Very aggressive, more than the AOBE one. But it needed to be done. Being real is what is needed. Thank you for telling it like it is. Rolando, bless you, man. Bless you. Both of you. Hola, chis. It's Castro time. Let me tell you, no he conocido Castro malo. Maybe Fidel. I'm not sure. But you did great. Thank you, Daniel. I appreciate that. You did great. Thank you. More than ever, I'm convinced you're the man. There can be only one. We'll go into the forum in a little bit. I just wanted to get all these applause. No. I'm waiting to see if Frankie or Carlos pop in. Good evening, my friend. Just got off work and good evening, Erasmo. Te aventaste, papá. Gracias, man. Thank you. Good job. Thank you, Nelda. God bless. Breeden Barracudas. You did And that's what you did great. I'm proud of being part of your movement. You are the movement. And like mi amor, Monica, out there, you reload. I appreciate. I see what you do. And I thank you. The only way that we're going to beat my opponent's big daddy's pockets, the vendors that they're supporting her, is by you working it in your part of town with your people. And that's everyone's responsibility. That is Reload's responsibility. That is Armando's responsibility. That is Julio's responsibility. That is Nelda's responsibility. Marco, no me deje solo. This is Al's responsibility. Everyone. Pablo! Saludos, mi compa! Thanks for being on tonight, man. I love the cap. It's too awesome. Love you. Let me go back. Hey, chap, you never let up. I never disappoint. And tell me if I'm wrong. But again, I wanted somebody else here because I wanted someone else to, maybe, point out, where we were deficient. And guys, let me know. I mean, goodness gracious, go. You sent her packing. Great job tonight. Thank you. Frank, how you doing?
Hey, good evening, Erasmo. Good evening, world. Happy Thursday. I heard there was a forum. I'm not sure how that went, but I don't know.
Take a guess. Take a guess.
Did she have internet issues or no?
She wanted to have internet issues. I scored a 3-1 Lopez at what? Come on, Paul. We used to be friends. Great job today. Thank you, that you kicked ass in their house. Thank you for being our voice. Monica, you are the movement. You are going to win pace country for Erasmo Castro. It's going to be you, Monica. That is your territory, my love, and I love you. You blew them out of the water. A little bit. Good evening, Taustillo family. Hey, EJ Screaming Man is happy. Your opponent was shook. I think she wasn't expecting for you to throw blows. But that's politics, nothing personal, Ms. Valdez, as she wanted to be referred to. Guys, you go for the jugular. This isn't for the weak. And let me say this in all seriousness. This is too much of an important race to leave it in the hand of Sylvia Atkinson's candidates. It's too much of an important race. Too much lies in the balance. This is the health, the well-being of my community, and I do not take that as a joke. I don't take that lightly. And you know what, folks? That's fine. I joke around. I scream. I'm funny. I'm handsome. I'm totally not fat. But when it comes to my community, it's game on, baby. And there is no one that's going to be more serious or more professional with anything that has to deal with the health, well-being, and the life of my community. So you better believe, if you put your name on that little square against Erasmo Castro in something that is so important to everyone in this community, you better believe that I'm coming out fighting. Good job, Erasmo. Great show. Thank you. Amazing job tonight. You definitely have my vote. I hope there wasn't any doubt. But you know what, Frankie? That is what these forums are good for. And no, look, at all honesty, guys, you know that her people are going to be out there going, well, you did good. You did good. You know, you stayed on message. You were reading the little cards that we were providing to you. You did good. That's what her people are going to say. But inside, they know that she did nowhere close to good, because she's not prepared. She doesn't have Sylvia there at her side giving her all the answers. She's not ready in any way, shape, or form. But, Frankie, what these forums do, they show your base, your people, that they are betting on a champion and not a flop. That's what they do. Yes, Frankie? Volume!
Rookie. I love forums because it shows you the quality of the candidate, how much investment they have for us to be wanting to vote for them. And I think it was apparent. It was apparent in my forum. It was apparent in your forum. Our opponents aren't knowledgeable about BISD. How can we entrust in them the great responsibility of guiding us during this COVID? How can we feel, the right sentiment for us to say, you know what, I'm going to give my vote to that person? And again, I love forums because they show the quality of the person. They show how much knowledge they have on the different topics. And these issues are what are important to us. Dealing with COVID, dealing with this current superintendent, everything that is important to us is set in the forefront. So, it just shows you're passionate, Osmo. It shows your commitment to this community. That it's a lot more than just a forum. It means a lot more. So it's a blood sport. Politics is not easy, but whenever you're passionate about something, it is. It's fair. Everything's fair. So I love it. I love politics. It can feel overwhelming at times. They haven't been too nice to me out on social media, but it's gonna be all worthwhile November the 3rd, guys. I take it in stride. I always have a smile on my face, especially now with what's been going on lately. But that only shows that we are a threat. We are vying for a position that has $500 million at stake. And do you think that they're not willing to do everything and all for them to keep their hands in that cookie jar? Whenever they see individuals who are in tune with our community, who have been at the inception of this COVID, who have been advocates, who have been vocal about everything that this district has failed on, you better believe they will do everything possible to discredit us, to make us seem that we're not worthy of your vote. But we all can see past that smoke screen. And I love these forums, guys, because it shows you who the real champions are.
Let me tell you guys, Susie, this is the only thing that's left so far. Because I ate that. I love beef jerky. I love cheese, and I love dried cranberries, and I love almonds. I love pistachios more, but I love the almonds. I ate that thing as soon as you left. I really did. And I'm going to eat this tomorrow because there's only so much of a granola I can make, but I love granola. It's like if you knew what exactly I like. So thank you so very much for coming by. Albert Candela, I'm waiting on a call. Do you still want the plastic surgery? If you're watching, call me. Albert Candela needs the plastic surgery. All you answered were on the money. It's obvious you who best should endorse. Everyone knows it's guys. There's not a doubt. Hello, Jessica. You were beyond awesome. Thank you guys for watching. Pablo, te amo. Hey, Carlos, how you doing, man?
I'm doing good. How are you doing today? I hear you had a great show.
I had a forum.
You were sweating bullets.
I did 2, 3. Dos, tres.
Dos, tres.
You are a wolf tonight. This is the land of the wolves. This is the land of the wolves, and let me tell you.
What's up, Julio? Yeah. And there was a lamb in the forecast, Erasmo.
Lobo. Lopez Lobo. Woo! Let's go get your flu shot at HEB Central Boulevard free with most insurance. Thank you, Mike. Appreciate that. You are travieso, but definitely more prepared with answers. Oh, so y'all did catch a lot of the little like boom, 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 boom.
A little?
Just a little.
You were like the Mike Tyson when he first started.
It's a little. Saca las chiscas. Good job on wanting to be referred as national. This is how your community knows you, and it is all good for people to remember what name to look for at the polls. Erasmo, Carlos, Frankie. Very simple. You were beyond awesome. She wanted to cry. Sorry. Yeah, yo ya mero chillaba for her. You rocked it, brother. Appreciate it. That was great. Was there any ever doubt? Préstame la scooter. No, it's not gonna happen. Pancho, good evening, Olivo. Trump, Trump's trust funds. The triple T, truth, Trump's trust funds. I gotta use that one. Oh, Emily, love you. Frankie, tell him.
Hey.
She wanted to. guys, let's not be mean to Mrs. Valdez. You did good, but I have to disagree when you suggested counselors do the data. No, what I meant to say, Vanessa, is counselors are already doing the data wall. I mean, a lot of the work that is on there in regards to it helps the counselors to determine what they need in order to help a student out. Look, guys, at the end of the day, the war room and the wall should be used by counselors in regards to what other programs, what other services they can provide for our students. I mean, we'll disagree. We'll agree to disagree. I think it benefits the counselors to know that maybe this student would benefit from an extracurricular little activity to help them out with their math, help them out with their whatever else they're needing issues or trouble with. I mean, it's good for everyone in a way, in a sense. I don't know why people are so opposed to it. I think if it's done correctly, I mean, unless you could do it all electronically, it can all be done electronically. Yet, if you want to put it up for show, that's good too, man. Let me tell you, me personally, I like my war room. You know, I like to see the signs there. I like to see the shirts there. I love to see the cookies. I love to see it, you know, and I like to put stuff on my wall, and I like to point at it and go like, that's my focus. That's my goal, you know. That's me. That's why I love my sign. I love my sign right there because every time I look at that sign, it's my war room, guys, my data wall. Every time I look at that sign that's right there, that beautiful sign, I think about my Performing Arts Center. You know, I think about my Performing Arts Center and how that beautiful sign I am going to donate to be placed at the art gallery, if they want it, at the art gallery, at our Performing Arts Center. That sign. So that's my war room. That's what I meant. Whoever said that, whoever disagreed with me. But again, we'll disagree. It's okay. The cookies were delicious. Thank you. Good evening, Olivo. Otra vez. Todos saludan a Olivo, pero no contesta.
Hi, Frankie.
Frankie, what did you think of how Erasmo did? I noticed he was more aggressive than the AOBE one. Nothing wrong with that, in my opinion. But what are your thoughts?
Again, it just shows the passion, the knowledge that he will bring to our school district, and it is very important for us to, entrust with our vote individuals that have passion, that have that knowledge and experience moving forward, especially during this time of uncertainty that we are dealing with the COVID-19 pandemic. So again, I've always said it. I want my candidates to be ballsy. I want them to be vocal. I want them to be advocates because at the end of the day, those are the individuals that are going to guide us moving forward. If we have somebody who's soft-spoken, who comes off as weak, they're not going to take us across that finish line. So that's just him. That's him on an everyday thing, and I get to see it on a daily basis. So to me, it's just business as usual because I see that passion, I see that drive day in and day out.
Carlos, your take?
I think it was great. I think it's what the people needed to know, and I think not only that, the people already know this because you just didn't start saying it today. You've been saying it since before any of these forums, but it does bring to light to the membership of Best that you're in here to do what is in the best interest, not only for Beth, even though they might not endorse you at Erasmo. Hopefully that doesn't bring out a tear because of the political reasons. I mean the political vendettas against you, but it shows to the membership who are the paying dues, who is actually the stakeholders of Best, that you ultimately tonight showed them that you are the person that should get the endorsement. But it doesn't matter if you do or you don't. You're going to continue doing what you have been doing since before this COVID, before this superintendent, before this board, is to continue to make sure that every individual, not only in BISD, but in the city of Brownsville, gets a voice. That's what this is for. This is why we're fighting so hard, because November the 3rd, they regain their voice. And it's going to be through us. And it's going to be our responsibility to make sure that their wishes are in fruition, and we get rid of the superintendent.
She never contested the accusation of being Sylvia's candidate. So, guess it's true that she defended other points, but not that. She also didn't negate that she supports the superintendent. She supports this superintendent and everything that he's done. Very simple. In two forums, guys, put them together. Both forums. She did not negate her support for the superintendent and everything that he's done through this pandemic. Looking good, Frankie? Frankie never looks good. School counselors have the responsibility of the emotional well-being of students, and when you have them working in a room doing data, they are not accessible to students, to parents. It is upsetting when everyone extra on the counselor. And let me say again, what I meant to say, and maybe I misquoted it, is it can be used for the counselors. But again, you're the experts, Vanessa, not me. I'll take it. I loved how you stressed what Sylvia is all about. I pray people see it. Carlos.
Erasmo, on Vanessa's deal, and it might be a tool, and it's a tool that's being used. If it's not a tool that the counselors see fit, or it's wasting their time, or maybe it's not being used, and there's other avenues, then maybe that's what we should do.
Yes.
And I think that was the question. And I don't think Bess put it out there. I think the way it should have been. Is it a tool that is working? And if it's not, then you can always retract it. If it is working, then maybe they can accentuate the reasons why it's working and for who, and work with it. I think Best would say, the war room and the data, wala, whatever, and what is the reason? Do you feel that it's a good thing or it's not a good thing? Well, you know what? You and I and maybe Frankie are not the experts here. Vanessa would probably be the expert, right? As the school counselor and other school counselors, and they would be able to say, you know what? This is a waste of time. We can spend the 2 hours that we're spending there, putting the data. We can do it, to reach out to kids who actually need us more than this data room. And then that's when we sit down and we have these conversations, But the question was asked, and you answered it, I think, in the best you could with the information that you had. But I mean, you're right. Maybe the data room or the war room, whatever they want it to be, is not the best tool for these counselors. I don't know.
I agree. Again, we're good. I love how you stress that Sylvia is all about. I pray people see it. Let me tell you guys, if anyone out there does not realize, understand, and comprehend that this race could be Sylvia's last hurrah, not only at the district, but in the city of Brownsville as a whole, then you're not getting the message of this campaign. Because Sylvia Atkinson has an opponent in my race. And it's not me. Sylvia Atkinson has an opponent in Frankie's race. And we all know it's Denise Garza. Sylvia has an opponent in Carlos' race. What is your take on that, Carlos?
I think it's horrible, especially in the position that this gentleman has been. I mean, he calls himself a legend. And then if you actually go out there and you push Sylvia Atkinson's cart through the district, I don't think that's fair to anybody. Not only that, but it's something that we've been fighting for. It's something that we have been fighting for very, very vocally. It's something that you and Erasmo and myself have been, retaliated again and bullied because we stand against the Sylvia Atkinson train.
Frankie, your take?
It is the last hurrah. In my opinion, individuals were put in these races to try and protect her family. It does not look good. October the 10th is going to be Judgment Day. It's right around the corner. So it is important for her to line up her ducks for any possibility of her not being able to protect her family. So she does have her candidates. She does control this current board. This current board is scared witless of her. Nobody has brought it up to the attention of maybe it's time for her to take a step back. Nobody dared to challenge her. I could only wonder why. We could only wonder why. But again, that is something that we're dealing with at the district moving forward. We have run on a campaign of true transparency, of being accessible to our community, No more backroom dealings. We have an amazing platform that we come in and day out, and we allow individuals to post their comments, post their concerns, because that's what we want. We want a school board that has the community's best interests at heart, and not just with words, but through actions. Because come November, it's not going to be individual seats. It's going to be our seats as a community. And that is something that we have been lacking previously. We have had individuals who have used their positions for their own enrichment and political gain. Well, that ends this November the 3rd. Once we come together as a community and take control of this board, everything's going to be transparent, guys. You'll be getting the latest updates. Not through us. You will know everything about BISD. Everything's going to be scrutinized. Everything's going to be put under a microscope. So there will be no doubt in your minds as to our direction, the way we feel. You'll know everything. And I think that's something that has been lacking for a district that size, and for us to not have any leadership, any guidance, any constant information. It doesn't make sense to me. I think the community, guys, I strongly feel that the community wants to be part of the process. They want to know, where is my tax money going and how is it being spent? My opponent, her comadre, has a multi-million-dollar contract for changing light bulbs. Light bulbs, guys, something that we can do in-house. That doesn't seem right to me. Why do you think she was put in that position? So they could get the contracts, so they can make sure that they keep their dough. I'm not about that. I'm thankful that I have an amazing life. I'm going to pride myself and go and continue my education in obtaining a higher degree, possibly even law school down the future. I will make sure that your tax dollars, our tax dollars, are well spent, and there will be no question as to what's happening, what's transpiring. And I think the community, guys, the community deserves that moving forward.
On another subject, let me say what. And again, I love my Port Isabel school board. I love what they're doing for our community out there. I have utmost respect for the amazing work from Mr. Davalos, Jeme, and all the school board out there, and Ms. Alarcon, Mrs. Noble now, I'm not sure. But again, guys, what Frank is saying boils my blood too. It's very, very disturbing. The governor did come out today and made mention, and something I mentioned at the forum, that throughout the state of Texas, that they were going to start getting lax in regards to COVID-19, in regards to business and other avenues, other venues, except for Rio Grande Valley, Laredo, and for Victoria. And that is because we are a hot mess. We are a hot mess. Even so, this district is adamant in sending all teachers back on by the 21st, all staff back by the 21st, students already coming back. The governor made mention today that we are still in trouble. Sombrero Fest announced today that no Sombrero Fest for 2021. No Sombrero Fest. And let me tell you, a Mexican not drinking with hearing that ranchero music, dun, 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 that is history making. It's never happened. Never. A las 3, 4 de la mañana. And it all has the same damn beat. All night long. But look, guys, the signs are there. We're not ready to go back. But this superintendent, this corrupt board majority, they don't care. They want to send people back. And let someone from the district negate what I'm saying, that it's true, that it's not true. They're going back. We're already closing schools because of COVID-19 positives in our schools. We don't even have all full staff yet. Carlos, we don't have full staff yet. We're already having positives. We're already having to shut down schools to disinfect with minimal staff on campus. Tell me, Carlos, what's going to happen on the 21st? What's going to happen on the 28th? What's going to happen the first week of October? What's going to happen?
It's going to be the day of infamy. We are going to have so many outbreaks of this disease, of this virus, that we're not going to be able to control it again. You know, Erasmo, the ambulances, the nurses, the doctors that came to help us out, some of them are leaving. They're tired. Imagine that spike again overnight because the superintendent and the current board decided to push the envelope and put our children and our staff at risk just to prove a point. Just to prove a point. And guess what? There is no way we're going to be able to take care of our staff, our family, or our kids once they go back to school and they get infected. Just remember, there's already infection rates very, very high, and there's staff members at 18 at the schools right now. 18 in the whole school, and you're getting positives, Erasmo. Imagine when Rivera, because the principal and the AA, Rose Longoria, and their deputies and the superintendent, under the direction of the current school board, is forcing our people to go back. Can you imagine when they bring in 350 employees into the building? If they are getting infected with 18, can you imagine 350 employees in one building? Have you been into the counselors' offices or the teachers' lounges? How big do you think they are? They're not amphitheaters. They're not gyms. They are super small. Some of them are even less than 6 feet in diameter. Less than 6 feet. And yet they want people to go in there and get a one-to-one, face-to-face contact with these employees.
Frankie,
And how many windows do you think they can open?
not many.
None.
Frankie, Ruben has a message for you, Frankie.
Ruben! La bomba!
Say no more. Added. The senator and the rep. Senator and rep will be added to the list, Ruben.
Hey, Frankie,
let me mark it.
What's your take on on opening the schools with what happened today with the governor of the state of Texas?
It's going to be very interesting to see the response. It's going to be very interesting to see the response of our superintendent. What is it going to be able to say? You know, and way back when, I want to reiterate this. Way back when, we got a lot of backlash for stating that our school district needs to do more. You know, we got the excuse of, oh, we're waiting on TEA, we're waiting on Austin, we're waiting to see what direction they give us. And we at the beginning said, hey, whatever happens in Austin, whatever's happening in Amarillo is totally different compared to what's happening down here in South Texas, border city with Mexico. It's very different. Well, now we have the governor issue a press conference stating that the Rio Grande Valley is one of 3 areas that is still considered dangerous, that is still considered a hotspot. And one thing that I was waiting for, guys, was for the governor to speak about education. He spoke about bars. He spoke about restaurants. He spoke about nursing homes, how he was going to relax the protocols in place right now for nursing home, the attending nursing homes, having essential surgeries. The only thing that wasn't going to be opening is bars across the state. But I was waiting for that. I was waiting for, and now education. He gave no direction, but he did state that our area is dangerous. So I'll be waiting for a press release tomorrow from our superintendent, because our employees are set to go back on the 21st, Monday. Students on the 28th. So we're right around the corner from this. Now, how bad is it going to be if our governor has stated that it is not safe in the Rio Grande Valley, but yet our superintendent is sending us back to the brick and mortars?
Yeah, it
doesn't make sense to me. So again, I think they already weigh neck deep, and for them to go back is going to be a total embarrassment. But you know what? I would prefer that, because at the end of the day, we're dealing with human beings' lives. So it's hard, guys. It's hard for us to admit we were wrong. But this is the time. This is the perfect time where we put down our egos and say, you know what? Let's listen. Now I'm all in favor of listening to Austin because they deem it not safe.
Your opponent said that she worked 3 jobs, also clean shelves. It's not true, guys. It's not true. At her family's business, thoughts. It's not true. You know, guys, come on, guys. Let's be honest. Does anyone believe that sad story that, my dad worked 3 jobs? It's not. Honestly, guys, honestly. Does anyone believe that her father worked 3 jobs to put her through school? Come on, folks. We were born. But you know what? Let me say this, guys, because this is insulting. It's insulting. Nos quieren jugar el dedo en la boca. She knows it's not true. Daddy never worked 3 jobs in his life. It's not true. We know the history. She never worked cleaning the shelves at her family's business. It might have been like a little project from school. Pretend to be part of the 98.5%. Let me go clean the shelves. Let me take little Eddie with me. I don't want to go. Yeah, come on, little Eddie. Let's go clean the shelves. I don't want to go. I'm a Keebler elf. Imbeciles. It's a lie. It's a lie. It's not true. Not true. You need signs on Central Boulevard at Erasmo. I only see Frankie and Carlos. What's up with that, guys? How come y'all have signs? Huh?
They're stealing yours and they're slicing ours.
What's up with that, man? Jeez.
Why are they taking my signs?
They want to have one in the room. When they go to sleep like that and look up, you're there.
Frank, good evening, Frank. War room, really? The administrator should put kids themselves and practice with them the skills and kids. Awesome. See, that is why, Nelda. We need you, Nelda, because you are a well of knowledge. A well of knowledge. Wow. That's why we need you. And I, Nelda, I literally was out there trying to recruit you to run for school board. I did. But, and I understand the reasons why you didn't. But this district still needs you, Nelda. It needs you to champion. It needs you to fight. It needs you to be that voice in our ear as board members come November the 3rd. I need you. Hello, Carlos Elizondo Belguiso. Marta, nice shirt, Marta.
Marta, I love the shirt.
Where's my shirt, Martita? Not morning, sorry, good evening. We all could feel the passion in your words. Monica, I hope that passion in my words transcends to all the people you're out there reaching, because Monica is my Las Prietas folk, my Galaxia, my Galaxia people. Love you, mi amor. The district uses the counselors as teachers too. That's the stupidest thing to do. And then there is a tragedy in the campus, the outside counselors from somewhere else. Why pay someone else when you have counselors on campus? Buenas noches. Jóvenes, por favor. The war room is fine. It could be improved. I agree. Should be open for everyone who wants to look at the data, not just when Rose Longoria decides to grill teachers and not listen to them. Let me tell you, I agree 100% with apples and oranges. Carlos, why don't you come on the show with Erasmo the night that little Eddie comes out on Best, so you can have a platform that wasn't given to you by Best?
If that's what you want me to do, I'm here to please. I don't have any issues. I would have loved to have been invited, but they don't want to hear what I got to say, especially when I'm going to go toe to toe or height to height with my opponent. Maybe that's why they didn't invite me. I'm not sure.
I think it's impossible for you to go height to height with your opponent.
He is a current board member, so they got to kiss butt to him.
He's an appointed board member.
Yes, I agree.
Valdez said she needed more information on many questions. We don't have time for someone who's so uninformed and disconnected to the needs of the district. And again, easy prey for Sylvia Atkinson, who she again did not denounce in any way, shape, or form. You can't denounce your handler. Carlos, are those cookies kissing letters as well? Sucks, man. How are the kids going to be screened when only one entrance will be used? They will take forever, and the line will be so long at 6 feet apart, like HEB line. Will take forever to screen the temps. There's, lines going in, lines going out, eat lunch, and maybe 30 minutes of instructional time. Yeah, makes sense.
And that's a huge point, Erasmo, because remember, there's only one school nurse on the campus. So who are they going to force to do these health screens?
Classified people.
That's right. Unfortunately.
Yes.
And on that note,
The only answer she had that was smooth was her closing statement that had been rehearsed and written down when questioned. She really struggled to answer vague questions. Yeah, it's the Miss America factor. And let me tell you, before the DWI, no, the forum was after the DWI. Let me say it in regards to guys, it's not easy going into a forum. So at least she appeared, and with that said, she actually did a little bit better than the AOBE forum, a little bit better, So it's good that she practiced a lot. It's not enough, guys. It's not enough. Kat, you are correct. The community doesn't have time for someone who isn't ready. 100%. Missing, not kissing. Yesterday and today's opponents seem obvious to the current situation. Otherwise, they would have had real answers with real solutions and suggestions. I will say something, though. I'm very glad that Best opted to use different questions today. They had a couple that they brought back, but most of the questions were new questions. I appreciate that because, I already knew what I was going to respond to every single question out there. With that said, I don't have an issue if they brought new questions in and then added more new questions in. To me, it doesn't matter. I think that's one of the things that threw her a little bit off base.
You think she practiced on the other questions, Erasmo? You think she practiced and used the questions from the last two?
Yes, I think that's what happened, and that's what threw her even a little bit more off whack. My guess is she had studied the questions from the previous two forums, and she thought, "Oh, they're the same questions." And then all of a sudden, that's why you could tell if you saw her, you could tell someone was in that room, doing the and this answer, that answer. EFC, you have my vote. Gracias. Yes, sir. Let's get it done. She applauds the superintendent. Yeah. And where will they detain the questionable high fever kids at the start of the day? And let me tell you guys, at these little, what are they called again?
The little war rooms.
The ones where they detain the students.
The COVID units.
Not. What's it called, guys?
Triage?
The little room that they're going to hold the people that come out positive.
Closets.
No, man, the campuses. Anyway, the detention rooms, the COVID detention rooms, whatever they're called. I forgot what I was going to say because I can't remember what the name of the damn room is. But no, but my answer to that question was amazing. If I could remember it. No, my answer was amazing. I can't remember.
They're just holding rooms.
Hey, throw a pageant.
Holding rooms.
The COVID holding room?
Throw a pageant answer.
Just holding rooms.
On the holding rooms, there are still campuses that they don't even have the holding rooms ready. Now, with that said, my response was, what if you put a kid in there that más o menos has a lot of things? Isolation room. Thank you. I knew somebody was going to say holding room, Chepe. Isolation room. I love you too, Joe. But if they put a kid in the isolation, I hate you also. I hate you, Joe. If they put a kid in the isolation room that has a fever, but not necessarily has COVID-19, but you put them in with a couple more students that have COVID-19, what's going to happen, guys? The kid's going to get COVID-19.
Of course.
Guys, take it over. I'll be right back. Guys, take it over.
All right, let's go. Rock and roll. Frankie,
Um,
can you hear me,
regarding
Frankie?
these, regarding these holding rooms, what's going to happen whenever we have a mini outbreak? And we have seen previously, Carlos, how there was a situation, and we've had situations throughout our district, but most recently at Pace, we had somebody at the front office test positive, and immediately they sent everybody home. They didn't tell them why at the time, but they sent everybody home. And later that night, this was like at, I don't know, in the afternoon, morning or afternoon, and later that night, they sent them an email stating that for them to come back to class, that they had disinfected it. So my concern is if we have a student who has the symptoms, has a high fever, who we suspect to have COVID, if we put them in that isolation room for X amount of hours, I think that we should just shut down the school as a whole, because we need to do the proper disinfecting. And when I heard that situation about Pace, guys, to me it seemed like if they just sprayed Lysol and just disinfect wipes all over the surfaces, I would want for professionals to come in. I think we spent what, $40,000 on some machines or $18,000 on some machines, disinfecting machines. Well, how much did each machine cost? Like 40,000?
No, the machines. You're talking about the machines that cost $2 million.
Cowan machines?
The disinfecting machines.
Yeah, the Cowan machines.
No,
Yeah,
those,
that each campus has.
no. Those things were. I think they said like $2 million. No, wasn't like a really
each one.
machine?
I thought it was like $40,000 for each one.
My understanding was like I don't know, like $1 million or something.
That's
like
what
that.
I understood. That's
Maybe as a whole, but not like $1 million per machine. Anyways, there was a lot of investment done on these machines, so I would want for the district to really disinfect thoroughly, because if we're going to isolate these students, it doesn't guarantee us that other people would contract this virus. And again, we have classes for. Are we gonna do it half a day? We're gonna do it for 8 hours. So again, it doesn't seem right to me for us just to isolate these students, thinking that's going to help from this virus from spreading. Once we get a positive case, let's shut it down. Let's send everybody home, and let's thoroughly disinfect the campus as a whole, not just that wing, not just that room. I think it's very important for us to have that protocol in place for us to really disinfect the whole campus for everybody's safety.
I agree with you. I agree with you 100%. But you know what's going to happen is that the manpower is not going to be there. The training at the school level is not there, first and foremost. What they should do, and this is just thinking out of the box, and let me piggyback on that. Erasmo loves that. Right, Erasmo?
Piggyback, Minerva.
Piggyback on that, Frankie. What they should do, and they should create, and this is just me thinking, as a healthcare provider, is maybe create like a rapid response team. And this rapid response team, all they do is they follow these because let's say, like you said, that someone gets infected, right? And so they're going to do contact tracing. Where did it go? Who got in contact? And figure out how far this contact or this virus went, right? So what they can do in the school district, if they want to be proactive and they want to be thinking out of the box and making sure that the students and their staff is at their priority, right? Their safety is, let's create a rapid response team. Train those individuals with those Cowan machines. That way they can use them. So that let's say Pace gets infected, right? And they know that there's something there. They have those individuals that's all they're going to do for the school district, because this is not going to go anywhere anytime soon. It's going to be here. It's going to linger. They want to force these kids. They want to force these members to go out there and be the guinea pigs, or the canaries, right? To see if it's true, if it's not a hoax that this virus is among us. And so what they can do is they can use those machines, the Cowan machines, and train these individuals, just those individuals, Frankie, Erasmo. So that way there is no, I didn't train this person, I'm not going to force someone else to do it. They get this team and they create this team that travels throughout the district just to eliminate this virus from spreading, and had them trained to be able to use the machines adequately, proficiently, with the intent of being able to reduce the contact to all the staff and our children. If they're going to force us to go, which is what they're doing, Erasmo, you know that for a fact, they're forcing us to go. It's too late to take it back, right? Because they've already put the horse, it's already in the race, it's already gone. They want everybody to go back. So then, if they're going to do that, get this, start thinking proactively, and how are we able to reduce the risk and reduce the life or the death toll that's going to happen once this happens. Once they get 200-300 people in the school or in the classroom. Frankie, do the push-ups.
Let me say, guys, that tonight I do have a studio audience here tonight, and I appreciate friends coming over and being a part of the live. Again,
when you hear that,
I can hear the roar of the crowd.
Yeah. And we need somebody to hold a sign, applaud.
That's right.
No, again, guys, this is your studio. This is your office. These are your candidates, guys. And one of the things that, one of the things that we've always had, and I've always had a good relationship with the people in the community because I always have an open door policy. And my three friends realized that the door was open at the studio and walked in. Again, guys, open door policy at all times. And that is important. One of the reasons why I am as successful inside the district and why these idiots at the board are not successful is because I establish relationships with people out there. I am part of their lives. I ask them questions. I make their concerns my concerns, and I fight for my community. And you know what? My community doesn't like cowards. My community doesn't like fools. My community wants fighters, people with guts, people that will go for the jugular when they have to. And when they hit you, what do? You hit them back 10 times harder. That's what our community needs. That's what our community deserves.
Yes, sir.
Preach.
Applause.
She said she has been attending board meetings, but did she, when she clapped for the superintendent? Yeah, she was one of these guys that were out there clapping for the superintendent. Imbecile, necia, stupid. Who did awesome, Erasmo? Also, Rivera. I love my Rivera, bro. Let me tell you guys.
What are veterans?
My veterans. Hey, honestly, who gave the best veterans graduation speech in all times?
Sylvia Atkinson?
Oh! Thank you for hearing me out, sir. You have my vote. Thank you, Vanessa. We'll need your vote and everybody else's vote out there. Emma, Erasmo, en el Cerro de la Silla, la foto, el fondo, sí, porque yo amo Monterrey. Mi Monterrey, dejé mi corazón. Soy regio de corazón entero. Yo sí le voy a los Rayados. Y aparte me encanta el chicharrón de la Ramos. El tapón, a.k.a. el keeper of. Well, see, that's what's funny, guys. Because look, guys, it really is a cookie revolution. But let me explain something real quick, since I have people on here tonight. Look at the cookie revolution. Basically, what it says is, you know what? I'm not going to sell my soul to vendors. I'm not going to sell my soul to the people that continuously want to cause harm to our students, to our faculty, to our community. I'm not taking money from special interests. I'm not taking money from the rich man. Guys, I'm making cookies and asking people to break down with some damn donations. Bring a donation. And the reason I do that, guys, is because, you know what? I'm not after the vendor money. I don't care for the vendor money, guys. I don't. I care for your money, for your little donations. And today, guys, look, I'm not even joking. Look, someone brought me $3, bro. That's cool, man. That's what I'm running my campaign on. And little Eddie, el tapón, el chapaneco, wants to go out there and make fun of the cookie revolution, but by putting unas saladitas, which I guess represents white people, and some Chips Ahoy, which represents the brown and the black people. If that's what he wants to go out there and make fun of, it's his business. But what? He can afford to buy more expensive things since he's getting all that money from the crazy people that want to continue to destroy and decimate the damn district. Chapaneco. So I went up there and I said, oh, did you mean Keebler elf cookies? Chaparro? So I was calling him an elf. It's good to be Erasmo Castro.
Oh, yeah.
So basically, Sylvia is equivalent to Satan. she's worse than Satan. She's the crap that comes out of Satan's mouth or the other orifice. I can't say because there's a studio audience here tonight, so I have to be PG. You were on fire tonight. Preach. I would. Have the many specialists do the data. Will not the teachers and the counselors on sections busy work all data online, printed documents, 100%. Love you. Is this a handsome contest, bro? I win. There is no one in Brownsville more handsome than Erasmo. No one. It's a tough job, guys, but someone has to be handsome and totally not fat. It's my job. It's my burden in life. She says she was not giving the questions to prepare for the forum, but why does she keep on looking at her notes? Look, what happened is it's very obvious, guys, and you could go back and look at it because I posted on my page. Nobody might wanted to post it, but you better believe I was going to post it on my page because I want people to know exactly what we're facing here. And let me tell you, it was like always she was going like, oh, let me look. And someone was out there whispering stuff to her. I don't need anybody to whisper anything to me. I'll tell you the way it is, straight from my mouth, straight from my heart. Not only is the person trying to vote for a change in the White House, but also the Glass House. When is Sylvia's court date, Frankie?
October 10th. October 10th, I think, is their final preliminary hearing for, unless it was moved, but October.
Erasmo pulled an M&M tonight. 8 miles now. Tell us something they don't know about me. Tell them!
That's a good one.
Tell them! I love M&M. I like how Ralph also addressed Patrick. I enjoyed that. No les tienes miedo. Let me tell you, I fear nothing. I fear no one. I am the cheese, and there can be only one.
Oh, yeah.
Jennifer Raz, exactly. It is redundant. Just look at the report cards and all the reports and all. Hey, mata la mosca. La cucaracha. La flying cockroach. It's still there. The damn cockroach is still there. I'm not even joking. Now I have a studio audience. I could show the damn cockroach.
Oh, you know what? Put a toothpick in him and he could be your co-host.
Is that what you're calling me, Carlos, or what? You're calling me a cockroach.
What I want to know is who grows the better beard, Carlos, Erasmo, or Frankie? Erasmo, bro. I can grow a massive beard. I'm going to start growing it back as soon as everybody starts.
I'll grow a really good beard. If you go back to my court hearing.
your court picture. Oye, pero acá arriba, ¿qué?
Nada, ahí sí no. Ahí sí me ganas. I don't have a beard. I don't have anything. It's like my cookie. It's disappeared.
Gee.
I don't understand best forms. 2 candidates for show, and not everyone is invited. It's a bad move. I'm voting for Carlos Elise Endo. He's the best choice. Guys, am I missing anything that happened? Guys, again, be careful with the storm. The storm is coming. It's going to hit. Very well said, Frankie. Proud of you. Pobrecita, le van a tener que curar de espanto a la pobre. Quería llorar. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to make her cry, guys. Yes, I did. Hey, and look, and someone told me, said, hey, they might throw out the you're attacking a girl, a female. There's no girl, there's no boy, there's no gay, there's no straight, there's no white, there's no black in politics. Politics, go for the jugular. And if you can't take the heat, get your behind out of the kitchen, baby. Simple as that.
Everybody knows.
It's business.
You check everybody.
So don't go out there throwing me, but that's what went hard, and she was just a little girl, little rich girl. Okay. We're all equal. An equal opportunity destroyer. And also, Carlos and Frankie, you guys are going to win with blessings. Blessing. Let's pray. Frankie, you get Dr. Okay, guys, thank you, guys. Frankie, last words.
Again, I love forums. They're a great way for our community to know an individual's platform, what they could bring to the table. And I think these past few forums, they have demonstrated just that, who is informative, who has the community's best interests at heart, and who would represent our community on that board. It is important for us to vet the candidates to know what they could bring to the table and why they should be our trustees moving forward. So thank you so much, guys, for your time. Have a good night. Happy Thursday. Erasmo Castro tomorrow morning, 9 a.m.
Preach. Carlos, last words.
They just great information out there, and the questions were answered just the way they need to be. I think people already know exactly where we stand. You know, whether you get the endorsement or not, Erasmo, we're still here for you. And and just keep spreading the word. Keep telling everybody what the reason for us to be at the school district, and it's to bring back the voice from every BISD employee and staff members.
Guys, let me say thank you so much for your patience. Thank you so much for being on here tonight. Thank you so much for joining us during the forum. I mean, goodness gracious, you know, already. Está hermoso ese perro. Guys, 3 hours already. I mean, thank you so much for being on here for those 3 hours, and for being a part. It was, I think it was an epic, amazing forum. So thank y'all for being here. Let me say, folks, let me say something with all seriousness, guys. One of the things that I think is very, very telling and very, very important is forums. They do bring out the best in candidates, and they do bring out the worst in candidates. But it's an opportunity for individuals to express without a script, without something prepared. Well, most of the time, something that is either in their heart, in their nature, or in their culture to put on the table for you to choose from. You have this. This is one of the most important races in the history of local politics. I promise you, because the future of not only our students but our community as a whole is going to depend solely on this election. Let me say this, guys. I don't give a rat's ass what's posted on blogs. I don't care all the negativity that is going to be thrown out by people like el imbécil. I can't say baboso. I'm sorry. El imbécil de Charlie Atkinson. I don't care. He's out there. Oh, Erasmo has 4 aliases. You want to throw out my nicknames, you imbecile, you idiot, you moron. But with that said, guys, they will do everything in their power to make you believe that the individuals who are truly doing their best to represent you without being a part of the corrupt political machine or in the pocket of vendors or in the pocket of special interests, they're going to make you want to believe that they're the worst individuals in the world. And I don't care what anyone did in their past. It's inconsequential. It's what they're doing in the present. But what's worse is what they could do to you in the future. And that is why, folks, I don't care what's posted on the blogs. You have a choice of either reading what's posted on blogs, on social media, and taking that to heart, or sitting down with the candidates, like my studio audience is doing now.
Oh, yeah.
Sitting down with the candidates and getting to know them, research them, vet them. Go contact Frankie. Go sit down with them. Go ask him specific questions if you want. Go reach out to Carlos Elizondo. Go ask him where his heart is. Go ask him where his passion is from. Don't believe everything that you hear, everything that you read. It's all an illusion. The facts, baby. Stay focused on the facts. And my poor opponent wanted to throw out, well, misinformation. Shut up, you little rich girl. What misinformation, imbecile? Show one piece of paper that proves anything that you've stated in regards to the district. You know nothing. So you go ahead and you pay the damn bloggers all the freaking money that you want. And I'm being PG. All the money that you want to write all the horrible stories that you can. I don't care. It doesn't matter to me. I'm going to win this race. I'm taking back the district. I'm taking all 5 seats. And then I'm taking the city. I'm going for the city. And then we'll go for the county because it's our turn. And now I'm going to go have a cookie.
Look, even Coda like cookies, invisible cookies. Look at that.
I'm a little bit jealous of that dog right about now. Guys, just there. Have a great evening. Stay safe. Again, listen to the news in regards to this storm that's coming. That's probably going to hit Brownsville later on tonight or tomorrow. Stay safe, guys. And if you need help, you need anything in the world, you send me a message. You call me in the middle of the night. You send me a text because I will always respond because Erasmo Castro cares. Guys, be good to each other. And please, please be good to me. God bless.